Hey, it's Nancy from CBH Homes at Keller Williams and J Metro Group. I keep getting the same question over and over again right now. Hey, is the fall market going to be as crazy as the spring market was? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is that we're riding our way through the summer seasonality, okay? So, in the entire country in June, 67% of homes that went on the market sold in multiple offer situations. Come July, that number dropped by 7%, only 60% sold in multiple offer situations. So, I think a lot of that generally tends to be seasonality based. But I will tell you that we are seeing a small rise in inventory. Every single town is carrying their houses just a little bit longer. Okay. The other thing that I thought was interesting is partially it does feel like we've taken a little break in terms of people who are purchasing vacation and second homes as well as investment homes. I feel like maybe over the summer, people decided they would travel instead of look at real estate, and maybe step back away from the investment process for just a little bit. We'll have to see how that plays itself out in the fall. I will tell you that interest rates remain historically at an all-time low. So I think people are still going to be encouraged to purchase, whether they're purchasing their first home, an investment home, or like a second home for themselves. But I will also tell you that I keep hearing people say things like, oh, the market's going to crash. Everybody I talk to, everybody I'm listening to, Fannie Mae, they're all saying that they're expecting a home price increase again for 2022, maybe 3%, maybe 4%, but still, that's an increase. So listen, you guys, I just want you to know there is one or two things that are sort of coming up that may affect the idea that we're going to have a rising inventory. The rising inventory definitely means less multiple offers, or at least less competitive multiple offers. Please know that come October, November, we are talking about sort of the release of the moratorium on forbearances. Forbearances are going to go away. And if they go away, it's entirely possible that if you've had a home that you've had in forbearance for 6 months, depending on whatever your mortgage company's situation is, they may be tacking, the forbearance portion on the end of your loan, or they might be distributing that number that you owe within the payments that currently exist. I'm not really sure whatever your mortgage company is doing. And please, if you are currently in forbearance, you better make sure that you talk to your mortgage company to find out what they're planning on doing, that hopefully it's not like a crippling balloon payment in the middle of the process or at the end. So here's my take on this. I do think that when forbearances go away, we're going to see a rise in some inventory. Because for a lot of folks, they may look at this process and say, look, I don't know that at this time, because of my reduced income, or because one of us isn't working, because one of us is staying home and working with our child in a remote learning situation, that reduced income may mean that the house that you're currently living in isn't the best choice for you anymore. I've spoken to clients who have said, this was our dream home 3 years ago, but then COVID hit and it's changed our situation. And you know what? Now it's not our dream. Now it's kind of turning into a bit of a nightmare. And what should we do? Well, let me tell you, it's time to look at your financial situation. And I would tell you over the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk a little bit more about evaluating your financial situation in relationship to the home that you own. I'm going to spend a little time on that because that's definitely something that I've lived through with the Great Recession from 2008 to 2010. And I think it's worth discussing. Okay. So for those of you who are holding out till the fall to purchase a home, I think you're going to be in great shape. I think there's going to be fewer multiple offers. But to be honest, listen, the best time to purchase is when no one else is purchasing. So I think between now and Labor Day, you could sail in here and get yourself a really good deal on a house. All right. I look forward to talking to you guys next week. Oh, and by the way, please don't forget to check out our new podcast, LOL Girls Podcast, which can be found on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, and any place where, good podcasts can be heard. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys next week.